Hey, yo, say hello to the bad guy, Scott Hall, and I've got a scoop for you. And we all know there's a lot of podcasts out there, but I encourage you to check out this one. It's called Going In Raw. You heard it here first. Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
Yeah, Larson.
Welcome back to Going In Raw News Brief. Weekend, Larson. So let's keep this one brief, maybe.
All right.
What we got today?
Apparently Amazon's going to be buying WWE at some point.
Awesome. Great. Perfect.
Oh, maybe not. But
Jeff Bezos is going to be booking the show, man. He's got the book.
He's going to Bezos.
He's going to
all of WWE.
He's going to be Bezos.
He's going to be Bezos. So CNBC is reporting that financial analyst Laura Martin speculated recently that not only could Amazon lead the pack in terms of acquiring distribution rights to WWE's content, but that arrangement could put Amazon in the pole position for acquiring the whole damn company.
Whoa.
This is the quote, we believe that such a licensing deal would put Amazon in the best spot to purchase all of WWE whenever the family is ready to exit. Vince McMahon is currently 74 years old, going on 50. I think that's the way her saying that he likes to work.
Yeah, he's got the work ethic of a younger man than he is.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I mean, that's a lot of speculation there.
That's like her opinion, man.
But all those big conglomerate, entities, whatever, with billions and billions of dollars, they don't pay any taxes.
Yeah.
They just use all that money that they're not spending taxes on to buy other giant companies.
Let's buy WWE.
Right, exactly.
And write that purchase off on our taxes, too, so we don't pay taxes, get away with paying even less taxes.
I've also heard a couple of different names. So apparently Brian Alvarez
suggested that Fox might pony up for it.
He said that he has a source in the WWE who says Fox might pony up for WrestleMania, whether at that point it would go to pay-per-view to recoup their costs or they'd have like a big Super Bowl-esque.
I would imagine it'd be a Super Bowl type of thing.
Yeah, where they could just sell crazy high ad rates.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Wrestling Observer newsletter was saying that WWE could potentially sell the rights to I'm assuming not their big four shows, but their other ones for like 12 to 13, 14, 15 million dollars. Let me take that for what you will. And then Peacock is the NBC streaming app that we were talking about the other day. I didn't know the name of it.
Yeah,
but apparently it's Peacock Network.
It's a logo, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
dun.
We all know that. WNBC.
And then the peacock's feathers unfurl, yes.
And so might get what's that dude from Meet the Press? Chuck Todd. Chuck Todd commentating on WWE.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania.
Yeah, then Michael Che and Colin Jost be regulars.
All the time. It'd be all the time.
All the NBC players. But, of course, NBC is owned by the same company that owns USA Network.
Yeah.
They're all under the same umbrella, so I guess to a certain degree that would make sense.
Yeah, sure, because I went on the Peacock's network. They've just got like, hey, what we got coming up on our cool streaming service.
It's not a real thing yet.
It's not a real thing yet, but they have given us an idea of what they have. Movies, TV shows, and
same with everybody else,
and live sports. Yeah. So I mean, noticeably absent from any speculation so far. Netflix, not really their thing. They've never really gotten into sports. Interestingly enough, like Hulu is the booty. It's like nobody cares about Hulu. I don't think
their business model.
They're owned by Disney, I think, aren't they?
At one point, they were owned by like a bunch of networks. I don't know if that's still the case.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, if they were owned by Disney, why didn't Disney just absorb Hulu into Disney Plus?
Oh, I don't know, because like we don't want this trash TV on our perfect Disney slate.
I mean, there's some good stuff on Hulu. That Handmaid's Tale, that's on Hulu, right?
Yeah, it's good stuff. I've never seen it. I've heard really good things.
Yeah, I've heard great things. My wife watched it. I've seen like a few.
I've heard it's one of those things where you get mad watching it or something.
Could be.
Yeah, so I don't want to watch that.
The production design's really good. I've noticed that.
Yeah. And I like what's her face.
But yeah, we haven't, apart from one person's speculation on Twitter or anything about ESPN.
Right. Yeah. So there is going to be a lot more. This is going to just heat up. Every other news brief we do is going to be, it's going to be a picture of Jeff Bezos. It's going to be a picture of Rupert Murdoch. It's going to be a picture of Brian Cox. It's going to be a picture of
bear hug.
It's going to be a bear hug on WWE.
Yeah.
It's going to be a picture of
I don't know who the head guy of NBC is these days.
Well, we just put Warren Littlefield on there. But not Warren Littlefield. We'll put the guy who played him on Seinfeld.
Alec Baldwin from 30 Rock.
There you go. Alec Baldwin from 30 Rock.
There you go.
What other TV executives have there been in fiction or not?
Ed Asner.
From
Mary Tyler Moore. Was he an executive?
Maybe.
Or at least a director?
He was like a news director. Richard Branson,
Fair enough.
Virgin OTT service.
Sure.
I don't know.
know.
So, yeah, Amazon... I guess. Sure, why not?
I mean,
whatever.
It's pretty much as omnipresent as anything else.
If our YouTube comments are to be believed, literally nobody's going to pay extra for WrestleMania.
If the best case scenario, short of it keeping it on the network, then would be having Fox airing WrestleMania on their network, on network television.
I think it'd be great. I think it'd be awesome.
Free for everybody.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Make it a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then you use WrestleMania as an advertisement for the network.
Yeah.
And try to draw subs that way.
I think it'd be great.
That'd be the best, just about the best situation.
I kind of agree, not to disagree with everybody in our comments, but I do kind of feel like those responses were like rage responses aimed at WWE. We don't forward those on to their suggestion box. I think a lot of people will still buy WrestleMania if you have to pay $60 for it.
Definitely.
I would just be, you know what? It's funny because like the more I thought about it, like, man, Larson might actually be right here. I hate admitting that. But it would still kind of shock me because they would get some form of backlash. Hey, guess what? You're going to pay for it this year.
I think it's WrestleMania. People are just going to pay for it.
They'll just do it.
They'll just do it.
They'll whine about it.
They'll whine about it. If they do it early enough, like a month before Mania, they announce it then, people will whine about it. And then when it comes time for WrestleMania, it's like, well, damn it, it's WrestleMania. I got to watch it.
They should have a breaking news report from Firefly Funhouse.
There you go.
Have Mercy the Buzzard report on that.
Breaking news, Matt Riddle apparently has heat with Vince McMahon. This is from Wrestling Observer newsletter.
We always have to sort of say, okay, which of these stories from Wrestling Observer from Dave Meltzer do we buy? Which would we sell? This to me is a buy because he's always been a huge Matt Riddle guy.
Yeah.
And Matt Riddle was at PWG a bunch.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this comes maybe straight from him to Dave. What do you think?
I mean, Matt Riddle's not in AEW, so I don't think Dave has his phone number to text him.
Is that the limit these days? It's
Yeah.
specifically just AEW.
so. I feel like
Maybe.
it is.
So anyway, it's in Wrestling Observer newsletter. The issues with Vince McMahon and Matt Riddle are due to his social media posts and challenges. Brock Lesnar doesn't like him for it, and Lesnar has tremendous pull with Vince. Vince also sees him as an outside guy and feels Riddle has no respect for the hierarchy of the business by challenging Goldberg.
You know, I
Lesnar.
got a bone to pick with Vince here. Wasn't he the guy that went on Stone Cold's podcast and saying, "Oh, not enough wrestlers are trying to grab that brass ring"? Here's Matt Riddle trying to make a name for himself, try to advance himself in this business.
Yeah.
And he gets crapped on for it. Get out of here, Vince. Nonsense.
Yeah.
Pure nonsense.
He tweeted tonight, by the way, when WWE on Fox tweeted, who's next, Goldberg's next opponent should be, and then leaving it to the fans to fill in the blanks. Matt Riddle said, I'm not going to do what sources are saying I'm not supposed to do. Or am I? What are sources saying? So, I don't know how to take that, man. I don't know. You think it's like legit? Wrestling Observer saying it so?
I mean, at this point, it's kind of immaterial because Matt Riddle's in NXT and seemingly Triple H, I think he said publicly that he just lets Matt Riddle be Matt Riddle. So long as Matt Riddle's in NXT, it doesn't matter what Vince really thinks at this juncture.
Yeah.
He's not going to get buried while in NXT.
Yeah, right.
Triple H will see that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
If and when Matt Riddle does make it to the main roster, ideally the situation would be that he's gained enough equity in NXT where Vince or whoever is in a position of power will see that they can make a lot of money with this guy, and whatever sins, quote unquote, he might have committed in the past to upset Vince can be forgiven because this dude will make a lot of money for you, especially put in the ring opposite Goldberg and Brock Lesnar.
There was a guy named Ultimate Warrior who held Vince up for like $500,000. And he got fired. No, he actually got suspended.
And then he quit.
But
Vince brought him back.
Vince brought him back. And then it happened, I think the next one was a steroid test.
Yeah.
And then he brought him back again.
Yeah.
So.
If Vince thinks he can make money with somebody, then he'll basically forgive a lot. Yeah, I agree. So, but anyways, if he has beef with Matt Riddle for, not respecting the hierarchy of things, get out of here, Vince.
Get out of here.
That's grabbing the brass ring. That's what that is.
That's what that is, exactly.
If Twitter had been around 20 years ago during the Attitude Era,
oh my God,
Matt Riddle would have been Vince's favorite wrestler.
Yep. A couple of contract disputes to talk about. Rusev hasn't really been on TV. We've talked about this. Where is Rusev?
Yeah, all we'd heard is it was creative has nothing for him, which seems like BS because he was just in like a huge storyline on Raw that didn't really have a satisfying conclusion.
No, it really didn't.
But anyways, according to Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave himself, quote, Rusev been off television due to a contract dispute. don't know the nature of the dispute. I guess I read elsewhere that Lana, I think it was on Fightful, Lana signed a new
Fightful
deal
had that, yeah.
this year. No, sorry, last year, 2019, a new 5-year deal.
Yeah. But Rusev wants to wrestle. So maybe, I don't know, they'll figure that out. I'm sure any number of other places would love to have Rusev.
Oh, absolutely.
Rusev in the G1.
Heck
Not,
yeah, man.
Not something I'd really expect, like, to be a barn burner, but you never know. Might be amazing. I don't know.
Yeah, you can never tell sometimes.
Another big name, or another name anyways, that we both felt was actually developing quite well.
Yeah.
And actually a ratings proven commodity. Taynara Conti. I don't mean to call people commodities, mind you. From Fightful Select. Fightful has gained some new information on Taynara Conti throughout the week.
By the way, go subscribe to Fightful Select. They do great work.
Yes. Fightful was contacted by members of Brazilian media to ask about her status within the company, WWE NXT, after removing several mentions of it from her social media. We are told in the middle of January, Taynara Conti had a disagreement with WWE and walked out. Most at the Performance Center we've spoken to believe it's financially motivated, but we've not confirmed that. It was noted that her locker was cleared out, however. We've reached out to Conti on the matter. Fightful selected, not us. We don't know her phone number. Her husband contacted MMA writer Matthias Costa and said, all we can say is that Taynara is still under contract with WWE.
Interesting. She's really improved.
I think she has, too.
I think the last few matches we've seen of her on TV, she's managed to find a really good point where her was it jiu-jitsu is really informing her pro wrestling style, and it's been really effective, and I thought it's been pretty dang good. Her
match with Santana Garrett on NXT TV was like the first NXT segment, I believe, that actually beat AEW's competing segment.
Interesting.
In the ratings.
That wasn't even a very good match.
No, it wasn't. It was very awkward. But she does have a star quality to her, and her character work was much more lively and interesting. She seemed to be getting the hang of things.
Yeah.
And she said, "Hey, all these other people are getting more money. I want more money. I'm not really sure what her options would be outside WWE, but good for her. She's taking a stand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She might have a career in like model. I don't. What did she do before?
I think she was a martial artist.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think the whole black belt thing she comes in with isn't just a gimmick. I think that was her thing.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool, good.
I think she is. I mean, granted, I don't know if she's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but I think that was her thing.
I really like that the group that they had. They're all Brazilians.
Arturo
Jaud.
Well, he's
Arturo Ruas.
Yeah, Cesar Bononi.
And Cesar Bononi.
And then her, yeah.
They had a great look to them. I didn't really, they were only on the Florida loop, and I don't live in Florida.
No.
Neither do you.
No, I live here.
That's correct.
Not in the office in California.
No, in the back room. Anyways, that's it for News Brief. Thanks, everybody. Hey, let's try to get this one up to, I don't know, it's the weekend, 530 likes. 530 is good. You think we can inch it up maybe to 600?
Let's do 702.
702.
702, please.
That's a lofty
Thank
goal.
you.
Lofty goal. I like it. Anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. We definitely appreciate it. Till next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.